Hello fellow Zoomates, this is Regina and today I'm going to talk about my 5 wishes for animals that are able to climb the structures that we do piece by piece. This is very exciting. You need to think about your enclosure very carefully, this one more than any other, because you need to make sure the piece by piece climbable objects are not close to fences or bridges or shelters. They could go from the structure to tree to shelter to path or whichever way. So this is something we need to think carefully about, and that's very exciting because it's an extra element of caring for these animals. If they do run around the zoo, they won't attack the guests, as Frontier already said. They won't attack the people, but your guests will feel bad about it and leave the zoo. So your zoo fame will decrease, and they will leave the zoo if there's animals in the loose. So we need to prevent that. So my top 5 animals that I want to see climbing are structures made by us. So number 5, it is the cute and cuddly sloth. So the sloth, some species are vulnerable, others are endangered due to deforestation. Fun fact about them, they sleep about 20 hours a day, and even the 4 hours they are awake, they're so slow, grow algae out of their fur. That's how slow they are. And I love how they carry their young on their back, so it'd be great to see them climbing our stuff with their babies. Number 4, the giant panda. Right now, currently under the red list, it shows vulnerable, but with population increasing, so that's a plus. I remember since a young child, like the giant panda will be something for conservation. It's the face of conservation of animals, the logo. So when I think conservation, the first animal that I think about is pandas. So I'm very glad to see that it's not an endangered anymore, it's vulnerable, because the population is decreasing and it's due to conservation. So the giant panda, I'm pretty sure we're gonna see that in our zoo, but I'm not sure as an animal that will be able to climb. And they do live in trees. They spend a lot of time up trees. So I would love to see them climbing, because we've seen bears at Panda Zoo, but they weren't climbing any trees or no climbable objects. So I don't think that those bears will be able to climb. But I do wish the panda will, because when I think about panda, I'm always thinking them up a tree eating bamboos. So that would be great if we could see them climbing our obstacles. Number 3 is the fossa. So this animal, when you look at it, first thing that comes to mind is a cat, but the nostril more like a dog. I see some red features in the face. But altogether, it's such a cute animal, and it's only found in Madagascar. It's vulnerable with population decreasing. It does goes on tree for mating and for hunting, so I would love to see them run your obstacles. Plus, it's not a very common animal, and it needs conservation for sure, because right now Madagascar's land is only 10% of the forest is left. Everything else is gone for agriculture or for cities, so we might not see them in a few years anymore, and they're only found there. We need to take care of these animals, and so I would love to see it in my zoo. So number 2, it's the koalas. They're so cuddly, so cute. I love seeing their little face. Right now they're under the red list as vulnerable with decreasing population, also due to deforestation. Looks like all the animals I'm going to say here, they're all vulnerable or endangered because of deforestation. And that's what's sad about, because they have nothing to do with the animals. It's all us human beings taking more than we need, more than our share, and putting these animals in a critical position. So these animals, they're always on trees. Eucalyptus trees, to be more specific. That's what they eat, and that's pretty much the only tree they'll go to. They also sleep a lot, but I would love to see them climbing when they're awake, and especially if they have a little baby up their back, even better. Number 1 animal that I want to see climbing our trees in our structures is the red panda. So the red panda is an endangered species right now, with the population decreasing. Deforestation again, loss of habitat. It's such a cute and unique animal, and we need to preserve it. Because of the name red panda, people associate it with bears, and for a long time it was thought to be a bit from the bear family. But then with the striped tails, they saw resemblance to raccoons. So for some part they thought it would be the bear family, then the raccoon family, and now they come up with it's its own family. It's neither bear or raccoons. So they have their own family now. We need to take care of him so he can represent his own family. So I really wish I could take care of these and release them in the wild in my game and see them climbing up trees and being happy. I'm very excited. I really want to know what's coming next. It's more than 50 animals, so I have high hopes for so many animals that I wish to see. And that's my top 5 animals that I want to see in my zoo that are able to climb trees, and the structure, the piece by piece structure we'll be able to do. Thank you again for sticking around. I'm excited that you came back, and we'll see you next time. Hit a like, subscribe, and thank you.